Okay, good morning. It's good to be back with you. As Gene mentioned, we are at the end of the fourth year of the worst economy since the Great Depression. I think we've all heard this time referred to as the Great Recession. I don't know about you, I don't think there's much great about it other than the great big headaches we've had to deal with and the great big budget deficits that we're fighting. But anyway, our focus really has not been on the negative because there's not a lot that we can change about that. We really tried to focus on the things that we can have some effect over in our community. When I've spoken with you in the past, one of the things that I talked about was how we've been going through all of our processes, trying to make us more efficient, which, you know, when you're in a down economy and short of staff, you need to be, and also how we can be more business friendly. And we certainly have continued to do that, but you know, I'm not going to go over that again. That's last year. I'll tell you what else we've been doing in the past year, though. First, the underlying theme to our economic development program is what we call Mission Possible, is attracting businesses, job creation to our community. We're doing that to help not only the residents of Murrieta, but also Southwest Riverside County. By helping them have jobs locally, they're able to spend more time with their families and improves their quality of life. It helps us by generating more jobs and more demands for local goods and services, all the while creating a safer community because people aren't spending as much time on the road, they're in their neighborhoods more. And I mentioned that this is our mission, and every mission needs a secret weapon. Ours is Bruce Coleman. Few people know it, but Bruce was actually the first prototype that Energizer built for their battery ads. He looked too human. They thought Little Pink Bunny might be better. But seriously, Bruce is a dynamo. Anybody who knows Bruce understands that Bruce never stops, which is why we refer to him either as the Energizer Bunny or the Taz from Bugs Bunny or whatever cartoons. On any given day, Bruce might have a breakfast in San Diego, a lunch in Ontario, and an evening reception in Los Angeles. And in between all that, he schedules meetings in Murrieta. And I'm not exaggerating, it really does. But anyway, some of the things that we've done lately. For beginners, we completed our general plan update in July. We got through 22 months, which was an outstanding time frame. We're very happy with the results. Included with the general plan were EIRs for two areas, the North Murrieta Technology Center up near the Loma Linda Hospital and the South Murrieta Business Corridor, south of Murrieta Hot Springs. We did this to enable businesses to move in more quickly without having to go through the environmental review process to the same extent that they would without that. We also brought our revised housing element to the City Council in June, and it was approved. Like all housing elements, this one has been a bit of a challenge, trying to find sufficient space to meet the state's requirements. Now, I know I'm talking to a group of realtors, so you all understand some of the difficulties that we've got trying to meet the housing needs of all of the different population segments while not compromising the integrity of the community. It's a very difficult and delicate process. One major economic or component of our economic development program is our focus on the international. Earlier this year, our council approved the formation of an international business center. This was our way of connecting our businesses in Murrieta with the international community. We're working with the Department of Commerce, the World Trade Centers, and a couple of nonprofits to bring foreign delegations to Murrieta. They're able to meet with our manufacturers and our businesses and hopefully ink some deals. So far, we've hosted delegations from Indonesia, Kenya, China, Vietnam, Iraq, and Singapore. We've also been working with the Foreign Direct Investment Program, sometimes referred to as EB-5. This is a program in which individuals can get a resident alien visa, commonly known as a green card, by investing $500,000 in a business in the U.S. One of the conditions that benefits us is that each $500,000 investment must create 10 jobs. The people getting those jobs are not foreign nationals, they're our residents. We began doing this because the U.S. credit market was too tight and our businesses and developers were unable to get financing for expansion or development of their businesses through the traditional sources. Now, while this tool is available to all cities, Murrieta is actually one of the few that has moved on it, and it's paying off. I think that Gene mentioned Ms. Neugebauer's contribution to this and the fruit stand. That is one of the businesses that has received, here's the slide, the benefit. They $14 million for the Olivewood development, which is going on across from Murrieta City Hall. And that's the first one in this area that we're aware of. You've also probably heard that recently portions of Southwest Riverside County, including Murrieta and Temecula, have been accepted into the San Diego Foreign Trade Zone. Additionally, we were the only city asked to make a presentation in the China-U.S. Business Summit in Los Angeles in May. So we've really been focusing on those areas. One of our council members, Rick Gibbs, is on the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, District Export Council. And finally, we recently worked with the City of Temecula and the Department of Commerce to conduct Export University. One of the Temecula manufacturers, Roy Paulson, who is a member of the U.S. President's Manufacturing Council, shared his experience exporting. He exports to 100 and some odd countries with his business, and he shared that with a lot of other businesses because there are some tricks to exporting that the businesses need to know. We realize that the world is getting smaller, and if we want to succeed, we need to think beyond our borders and help market our businesses globally. We can't afford to send our folks out to foreign countries too often, but we can certainly try to attract foreign delegations here to help our businesses compete. Oh, and coincidentally, we have the only high school, the only public high school in western Riverside County, Murrieta Mesa, that is teaching a class in Mandarin Chinese. Now, we've also joined a number of industry-specific groups, which I'm not going to list, but Kim will flip them up onto the slide. Of course, it's not all about our external outreach. We're also doing a lot to help businesses expand in Murrieta that are already here. We provide one-on-one counseling for businesses. Kim Davidson's a marketing expert. She'll sit down with the businesses to provide suggestions, ideas, and brainstorm with them on how they can better market their product or services. We also host monthly meetings with SCORE, which I think used to be the Service Corps of Retired Executives. I don't know if they lost that acronym, but they do that on business development every month in our library. And we provide regular workshops on a variety of topics for our businesses, some with the City of Temecula, our twin city. And additionally, we do what a lot of cities do and go out with the Chamber of Commerce several times a month to meet new businesses or meet existing businesses and see what we can do to help them. We've had quite a few businesses open or expand in the past year, and I'll just let Kim run through those slides real quick. We don't need to go into what they all are. Except, of course, my personal favorite, which is the BMW. Not far from here, and a very big asset that is going to help us a lot. Now, no discussion of our economy would be complete without addressing our Twin Cities program. Last November, Murrieta and Temecula began working together to promote businesses as the Twin Cities. You see the logo here. We've done countless ads together in trade publications. We've hosted events together. We've shared information about potential businesses with each other, promoted each other's cities for business when our own didn't have the required facilities. We've met jointly with businesses who are interested in moving to the area or expanding what they already have. We're also looking at other ways, not specifically related to business, but where we can work together. And you may wonder, why are we doing this? Well, a lot of our interests are the same. Our populations are very similar, and our goal is to attract jobs to the area because jobs in Temecula help Murrieta and vice versa. And by working together, we create a population base of over 200,000, which is a much more significant market than either city at 100,000. So we think it's good for both of us. Now, I know this is a group of realtors, and you're kind of going, well, what's this have to do with us? Well, if we're able to attract new businesses, or we're able to help existing businesses grow and they're able to hire more people, hopefully we're able to attract higher end jobs. A lot of the things that we've been doing have really been focused on higher end jobs. That means that those folks are going to be coming in looking for housing, and hopefully higher end housing, which is where you come in. If you're able to sell them houses, then you do well, and then you have more money to spend, hopefully in Murrieta. Sorry, guys. We don't share everything, okay? But anyway, you see the cycle. It's all designed to buoy the services that we provide, and I mean that from all of us. Our mission is to provide services to the community, and the way we do it is by generating revenue. And so we are trying to find ways to generate revenue without raising taxes in this really fun economy, so that we can continue to provide the services that our communities expect. I mean, that's the bottom line. So while the economy is still challenging, we are holding our head above water and moving forward into what I think is a very bright future for this region. Thank you.